Have you ever noticed that the same walk you've been doing for years no longer gives you the strength, balance, or confidence it used to? And have you ever wondered why, even after a 20 or 30-minute walk, your legs still feel weak when getting up from a chair or stepping off a curb? That's because after age 75, the body starts losing a special kind of muscle that walking alone can't fully protect, the deep stabilizing muscles that keep your knees steady, your hips aligned, and your balance sharp. And this is exactly why the title of this video says, "This one exercise is better than walking," because every surgeon who works with seniors knows that walking is great for health, but it does almost nothing for the muscles that prevent falls, protect your joints, and keep you mobile. And here's the shocking part. Most seniors don't even realize they're losing these muscles until a stumble, a misstep, or a sudden sharp pain in the knee reminds them that the body after 75 simply doesn't respond the same way it used to. That's why what I'm about to share isn't just helpful, it's crucial, because this one simple movement, done for less than 60 seconds, activates the exact muscle fibers that walking misses, and it does it safely, gently, and without needing equipment. Surgeons love it because it builds strength even in people who can't walk long distances, and seniors love it because the results show up fast: steadier steps, easier standing, stronger legs, and better joint support. But before I reveal the exercise, there's one more thing you need to understand. The biggest danger seniors face today isn't weak lungs or a tired heart, it's a sudden loss of balance caused by unstable leg muscles. And the frightening truth is, if those deep stabilizers fade, even daily walking can't save them. That's exactly why this exercise is considered better than walking, because it wakes up the forgotten muscles that keep your body upright, safe, and moving. And in the next part, I'll reveal exactly what this exercise is, why surgeons swear by it, and how you can do it right at home. Now, before I reveal the exercise itself, let me explain why surgeons keep recommending it, especially for adults over 75 who feel their legs getting weaker year after year. See, walking is fantastic for circulation, but it uses the same predictable motion over and over, forward, 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 which means the small balancing muscles around your knees, hips, and ankles barely get challenged at all. And those are the exact muscles that prevent falls, protect your joints, and help you climb stairs without grabbing onto something. That's why so many seniors feel confident during a walk but suddenly unstable when stepping sideways, turning, or getting out of bed. It's not because you're aging faster, it's because those stabilizers have quietly gone offline. And this is where the one simple exercise becomes so powerful. Surgeons call it a high-return move, meaning it gives maximum benefit with minimum effort, and it works even if you have arthritis, knee pain, or limited mobility. The more you do it, the more you feel that hold returning to your legs, the firmness, the control, the steadiness you thought you lost. But here's the part most people never hear. If these stabilizing muscles remain inactive for too long, your body has no choice but to shift the pressure to your joints. That's why so many seniors experience sudden knee pain after a perfectly normal walk or feel their hips aching at night. It's not the walk, it's the missing muscle support. And that's exactly why this one exercise outperforms walking in a way you can actually feel, sometimes within days. In the next part, I'll finally reveal the exercise itself, step by step, and explain the secret reason it strengthens your legs faster than your daily walk ever could. Alright, let's finally talk about the exercise, the one surgeons say is better than walking for anyone over 75. It's called the sit-to-stand, and it may sound simple, but the reason it's so powerful is that it forces your deepest stabilizing muscles to fire all at once, something walking simply cannot do. Think about it, every time you stand up from a chair, your thighs, hips, core, knees, and ankles must coordinate together, and that exact moment delivers a kind of full leg activation that walking never reaches. Surgeons love it because it's safe, joint-friendly, and naturally adapts to your strength level. No equipment, no steps, no pressure on your lower back. And here's the secret, the sit-to-stand mimics the exact movement pattern your body relies on to prevent falls. When you practice this simple motion just a few times a day, you're literally training your legs to support you better during everyday tasks, getting off the couch, stepping out of the car, rising from the toilet, even catching yourself during a stumble. And here's why it beats walking. Walking uses momentum, but sit-to-stand uses pure controlled strength, which is exactly what seniors lose first and fastest after 75. The moment you push your feet into the ground, lift your body, and hold your balance at the top, you're rebuilding the anti-fall muscles that keep your joints stable and your legs responsive. Even if your walk feels shaky, this exercise can restore that firmness, sometimes in as little as a week. But before you try it, there's a specific way to do it that protects your knees and maximizes the benefit. And in the next module, I'll break down the exact step-by-step method, including the biggest mistake seniors make that stops the exercise from working. Here's exactly how to do the sit-to-stand the surgeon-approved way, so you get maximum strength without straining your knees or lower back. Start by choosing a sturdy chair, not too soft, not too low, and sit right on the edge with your feet flat on the floor, hip-width apart. Now here's the key. Before you even try to stand, lean your chest slightly forward so your weight shifts over your feet. This protects your knees from taking the full load. Next, press your heels into the ground and rise slowly, almost as if you're lifting through your thighs rather than pushing with your hands. If you need to use your hands at first, that's completely fine, but try to rely less on them over time. Once you're standing, pause for a moment and feel your legs turn on. Your quads, glutes, and core should all feel engaged. Then sit back down with control, not letting yourself drop into the chair. This slow lowering phase is what strengthens your stabilizers the fastest. Just 5 to 8 repetitions a day can dramatically improve your ability to get up from the couch, climb stairs, and maintain balance during unexpected movements. But here's the warning: the number one mistake seniors make is rushing through the exercise. Fast movements don't build stabilizing muscles, slow, controlled ones do. When you move too quickly, your joints take the pressure instead of your muscles, and that defeats the whole purpose. Do it right, go slow, and you'll feel the difference in a matter of days. In the next module, I'll show you how to make this exercise even more powerful with one simple tweak that boosts strength and stability without adding any extra strain. Now that you've learned the proper sit-to-stand technique, here's the simple tweak that surgeons say can double the strength-building effect without adding any extra pressure on your joints: the pause hold. After you stand up fully, instead of sitting right back down, stay standing for just 3 seconds while lightly tightening your thighs and glutes. This tiny pause forces your stabilizing muscles to stay engaged longer, which builds strength faster, improves balance dramatically, and trains your legs to support you during unexpected movements in daily life. And if you want to make it even more effective, do the exercise near a countertop and lightly hold it with just 2 fingers, not for support, but to challenge your balance safely. That 2-finger hold tells your muscles, you're in control now, and your body responds by activating the deep fibers walking never touches. This is why so many seniors notice their steps becoming steadier within days, not weeks. But here's the real reason this exercise is considered better than walking: every repetition teaches your body how to rise, stabilize, and move with confidence, the 3 things that protect adults over 75 from falls, injuries, and sudden loss of independence. Keep doing it daily and soon you'll feel that firmness returning to your legs, that steadiness in your steps, and that confidence you may have forgotten you had. And if you want an even bigger boost, in the next video we'll talk about a simple food that helps your muscles stay stronger and recover faster, especially after age 75. Alright, let's finally reveal the exercise surgeons say is better than walking for adults over 75. It's called the sit-to-stand, and even though it looks simple, it activates more strength, balance, and joint-protecting muscles in just a few seconds than most people get from a full 20-minute walk. Every time you rise from a chair using slow, controlled movement, your thighs, hips, glutes, knees, and core all fire together, something walking simply does not demand. And that's the secret: walking uses momentum, but sit-to-stand uses pure stabilizing strength, the kind that prevents falls, supports weak knees, and restores confidence when stepping off a curb or getting up from bed. This one motion trains the exact muscle fibers seniors lose fastest after 75, the deep stabilizers that protect your joints and keep you steady even when your balance is challenged. That's why surgeons love it, physical therapists prescribe it, and seniors feel results quickly, sometimes in days. If your legs feel shaky on stairs, if getting up from a couch feels harder than it used to, or if your balance isn't what it once was, this exercise can bring back the strength you thought was gone. And here's the part that surprises most seniors. The moment you start practicing the sit-to-stand regularly, your body begins changing in ways walking alone could never trigger. You'll notice your legs feeling more stable when you stand up from a low seat, your knees feeling more supported during short walks, and your balance improving without you even thinking about it. That's because this one movement strengthens the exact deep muscle fibers that protect you from falls, the very muscles that fade fastest after age 75. And as these stabilizers come back to life, everyday tasks suddenly become easier, climbing stairs, stepping out of the car, getting out of bed in the morning, even turning quickly without losing balance. It also boosts circulation in the hips and legs far better than walking because it forces your muscles to work against gravity, not momentum. And the best part? Every repetition teaches your brain and body to work together again, restoring the confidence you need to move without fear. So if you've been walking every day but still feel weak, wobbly, or unsteady, this simple exercise may be the missing link your body has been begging for. But before you start feeling too confident, here's the part seniors are almost never told, and it's the reason this exercise becomes non-negotiable after 75. If you don't activate these stabilizing muscles regularly, your body begins shifting more and more pressure onto your knees, hips, and lower back. That's exactly why so many older adults suddenly feel sharp knee pain after a normal walk, or lose balance during simple movements like turning or reaching. It's not just aging, it's muscle inactivity, and once those stabilizers go silent, walking alone can't wake them back up. The longer they stay weak, the higher the risk of falls, joint injuries, and slow recovery, which is why skipping this exercise can quietly push you toward the very mobility issues you're trying to avoid. The truth is simple: if you're over 75 and only rely on walking, you may already be losing strength where it matters most. Here's exactly how to do this exercise safely so your knees, hips, and back stay protected. Start by sitting on a sturdy chair with your feet flat on the floor and your hands resting lightly on your thighs. Now lean your upper body just a little forward. This tiny shift takes the pressure off your knees and puts the power back into your leg muscles. Press your heels into the ground and rise slowly, feeling your thighs and hips doing the work rather than your hands or momentum. Once you're fully standing, pause for a brief second to let your stabilizing muscles switch on, and then lower yourself back down with control, as if you're trying to sit quietly without making the chair shake. This slow lowering phase is where the real strength happens. If you feel shaky at first, use your hands lightly, not to pull yourself up, but just for balance. Start with 3 to 5 repetitions a day, and as your legs get stronger, you can build up gradually. Done correctly, this movement trains your body to stand, stabilize, and move with ease, all in under a minute. And if you think this one exercise can transform your strength, wait until you hear what pairs with it, because there's a simple daily habit that can triple the benefits by boosting muscle recovery, improving joint support, and helping your legs stay strong even on days you skip the exercise. Most seniors have never heard of it, yet it's something you can do at home without equipment, without supplements, and without adding any strain to your body. In fact, many people over 75 notice their steps becoming steadier and their stamina improving within a week of combining this habit with the sit-to-stand. And the best part? It takes less than a minute, and most surgeons say it's one of the most underrated mobility boosters for older adults. I'll break down exactly what it is, why it works, how to do it, and the one mistake to avoid, in the very next video. Trust me, you do not want to miss this.